Welcome in everybody to East to West Bets with Stevie and Dirk, the new name. No more Stevie Locks. We're
No more.
expanding. No more. We got Big Dirk here all the way from Florida. Me in
UCF, baby.
Washington.
Go
UC
Knights.
Go Knights, the bounce house, right?
Sure.
Sure, that's what they call
No, it
themselves.
is. It is. It
But
is.
it's
It
not. It
is.
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No. No, we suck ass. It's fine.
Yeah. Are you a big UCF fan?
You know, I'm not.
All right then.
Hey, go blue. 2023 national champions, Michigan. Come on now.
Michigan fan. That's right.
Listen, shout out Connor Stallions. The best to ever do it.
Best ever do. He's at Barstool now working.
Also, if you can't tell, Dirk is pretty fucking drunk right now, but that makes it a good time. So listen, boys, I want you to load up your apps right now. Follow these fucking bets, and you'll cash. So that's all I gotta say.
Dirk is hasn't been up past midnight his time about 5 years. So
Okay.
he's locked in
Okay.
right now.
I'm almost 30 in my defense, so that's all I got. That's all I gotta say.
All right, bro. Well, let's get started with some action. Thursday
Let's do
night
it, bro.
game. Houston Texans plus
Ooh,
2
man.
visiting the Jets.
I'll let
Ass.
you start with this one, bro.
Dude, I like this game. It's like why are the Jets favored? You know,
I do-
like
Diggs went down. That's the only thing I could
that's
think
the
of.
only thing, right? But still, like the
Yeah.
Jets have been asked. Like, yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
but like, why would I favor 39-year-old Iowa Goska man Aaron Rodgers on a short week right now? You know, did you hear his saying about the fountain of youth?
No.
He had a quote that one of his teammates discovered the fountain of youth, and it's cinnamon water.
I will say cinnamon toast crunch is like a top 3 cereal. So
Agreed. Maybe that's
know
the
what I mean?
fountain of youth. Just eat
that
that
might
every
be.
day. But dude, and I like, it's like, okay, I'm waiting for the Jets to turn around and win, but at the same
They're
time,
not.
they're not like, yeah, are we being realistic to think that they are or they aren't? So I really like the Texans here, even without Stephon Diggs. Like, it's not the Jets' defense isn't it's their offense. They can't get anything
Yeah.
clicking, you know. And on
I
a short
saw
week, no way.
Yeah. I saw this crazy stat. Jets were like the first team ever to score like 20 points, no turnovers, like 270 yards, and then still lose. The first team ever, or something crazy like that.
Insane.
It's like, holy fuck, dude. Like, we're going to rant about Aaron Rodgers because he's on a certain list. And you know the list that I'm talking about.
Ooh, list is coming up later
Listen,
though.
we'll get into it later. You got to listen to the podcast. Lock the fuck in.
Lock the
So.
fuck in. Yeah, dude. And like the Jets just pulling it up right now. Jets are 2-6 on the year against the spread.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Jets are 2-5 in outdoor weather. Texans are
Oh.
1-1. In record in overcast, Texans 2-0. Jets 0-1. Just saying. Yeah,
Speaking of outdoor weather, I'm pretty sure Jared Goff plays like 15 games in a dome this year, which is insane.
I saw that too. That like
Can you imagine? Like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Yeah. No, but
Must be nice. Imagine. Go ahead. Anyways.
no, I was just saying I like the Texans here. There's no point for me to back the
that's fair.
Jets right now.
I don't know, man. The Texans, like, I'm not by any means a Jets guy, but the Texans have not looked good this year. Like, they're, what are they, 5-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-2. 6-2, but, like, they haven't looked good, man. Like, CJ Stroud does not look like himself. Granted, Nico Collins has been down for a few weeks, and Diggs out now. Like, Tank Dell's wide receiver 1, which isn't great. I mean, he's fine, but he's not.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Joe Mixon, absolute workhorse. He'll be showing
Dog.
up later for Hunty Man too.
Ooh.
Dirk, sorry. My alter ego. Don't worry about
There
it.
you go. Yeah, yeah.
I'm,
Many personalities.
But no, yeah, I like the Texans also, but
Yeah.
Jets are due though, which kind of scares me. Like,
Right?
they're due. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
So
They are. And it's like, I
don't
said
know.
this last week too. Like, I feel like my logic on this is more of not a play on the Texans, but a play against the Jets.
against the Jets, yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
Just,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Jets are due. I was looking at the under in this.
Yeah.
42.5. Gonna have some wind. It's like 12-mile-per-hour wind tomorrow. No rain, but still, like, Jets offense isn't clicking. No Stephon Diggs. Short week.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday night unders usually on a rate have hit historically in the last like 5-10 years. So I think like last year is like 14 of the Thursday night games hit the under. So if
Yeah.
I had to, probably my best bet for the Thursday game in terms of like a side or total will be the under.
Under. Yeah, that's fair. I like it. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
Schwid it. Well, moving on. We're gonna go Sunday night football. Joe Flacco and the Indianapolis Colts, 5.5 point
Ooh.
dogs in Minnesota. Talk to me, Dirk.
Listen, man. There's two things in this world you do not bet. Actually, three. God, shout out BYU football.
Amen.
Joe Flacco as a fucking backup starting quarterback. You did not bet against that.
No, you
and
did not.
Jameis Winston too. Listen, you cashed out on the
Unwavering
Browns
faith.
last week.
Unwavering
Unwavering.
faith.
Great quotes today. That man is on another level. We'll
He is.
get into that later.
Yeah.
But Colts, I don't know, man. Like, who they play? Vikings. They're on a 2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
I just fear that Jefferson is too much of an issue for the Colts pass defense.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a high scoring game though. Like benching, if the Colts want to win now, benching Richardson was definitely the play.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks though, because he's started 10 games in his career. Like look at him and Josh Allen's stats through 10 games. They're identical. Like
Yeah.
you can't just give up on him. So he'll probably get traded next offseason for like a 4th-round pick or some stupid shit. I don't know, man.
Well, they took him. They benched him because he was too tired. Like, who the fuck says that?
Yeah, that was a whole weird
That was.
thing. That guy gets hurt like every other game, so you don't know
Dude.
if he's hurt or if he's tired. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
But then he says to the media, "I was just tired." Like, bro.
Yeah, it's like you don't say that publicly, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Man. But yeah, I like the Vikings here.
My take on this: you like the Vikings with the 5.5?
I don't know with the cover. I say to win, but covering is kind of sketch.
Yeah, I really like the Colts to cover here, and I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
Okay. We already talked about it. Joe Flacco is a starter and a backup. Don't bet against that guy.
Chad.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, don't bet against him. By the way,
No.
Anthony Richardson's mom is 3 years older than Joe Flacco.
That's true.
Also, I haven't been on the Minnesota bandwagon all year. I think
neither.
I think they've been out playing. I think their coach, Kevin O'Connell, right? Yeah, he's done an amazing job. They're managing the games well. I've taken Sam Darnold under 31.5 attempts every single
31
game.
and a half.
It's cashed all but one. That tells you that Sam Darnold.
The one time I bet. Sorry to interrupt, but it was the one time I bet.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Dirk. But
Yeah,
it tells you, Darnold, he's having an efficient year, but he's not slinging it. He's not doing anything crazy. They got Justin Jefferson, but I think that every year you get some of these teams that start off super hot and they come back down to earth, and I think that's the Vikings right now. I think Joe Flacco is gonna come back play of the year last year. He's gonna toss for 3 bills like he always does, and they're gonna of course they're gonna cover the 5.5.
I
My
think so
prediction.
too. I mean, look at since we're talking about teams that start hot and get slow. Look at the Saints. Remember when they were 2-0 this season?
Mm-hmm.
They beat the fuck out of Dallas. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Saints team is the greatest." They're 2-6 now.
That's right. Yeah,
Seahawks were 3-0. Now they're 4-4. Like,
fuck the Seahawks.
life comes at you fast in the NFL.
Every year there's
Life
a
comes at you
team.
fast, man.
Even in the NBA.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are definitely a playoff team for sure, though.
Agreed. But I don't think
But
they're
they're
like
not-
top in the NFC like they have been.
No, they're not world beaters. They did
No.
play the Lions tough, so I mean that's the class of the NFC right now is the Lions for sure. So,
Yeah. But NFC North, I feel like besides Packers and Bears,
yeah.
everybody plays each other tight.
Yeah.
Packers
Yeah.
always just kick the shit out of the Bears.
That's one thing Aaron Rodgers always did though, is beat the fuck out of the Bears. He owns that franchise. That's
Dude, he does. Respect.
That's respect.
Moving on.
What do we got
Monday
night
night.
here?
We got Dirk's somewhat hometown, not really
Ooh.
hometown.
Whoa.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
The who?
close
The
enough.
Bucks. Plus 8.5.
The Bucks.
In Kansas City. Trap game, letdown. What are we talking here, Dirk?
I like the Bucks +9 here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got +9 up. That's a Bucks. Like their losses, they've all been relatively close,
Yeah.
unless I'm mistaken. They lost to the Falcons by 5 and by 6. They lost to the Ravens by 10. They did get shit on that game. They came back late. They did get fucked by the Broncos. But anyway, Baker, this guy's got the biggest. Imagine a big old chip like a Dorito right here on my shoulder. That's Baker Mayfield's chip. Biggest chip you've ever seen.
Yep.
Analogy with Dirk, episode 1. But this man, Baker's like might be the most easy guy to root for in all of the NFL. Honest to God, just a blue collar guy getting after it. You know what I mean? So Chiefs, they're 7-0, 8-0, whatever the fuck. But they're fine. I wouldn't say they're the best team in the NFL right now, even though they're undefeated, which is crazy. So I like the Bucks to cover here, honestly. What
Yeah,
about you?
I'm the same, and everybody's gonna be coming for Tampa or for Kansas City, considering they're the last
Yeah,
undefeated team. You want to be that one team knocks them off. Like you said,
yeah.
Baker's got that world's biggest Dorito on his shoulder right now, especially with no Mike Evans or Chris Godwin.
Oh, that's
And
true.
I like Tampa here too. I even like Tampa in the first half,
Oh
plus
yeah,
4.5, which kind of scares me because they've been kind of falling apart recently in
they
the
have.
second quarter, third quarter.
Yeah,
But I think Mahomes and company will get off to kind of a slower start, and
Monday
Baker will
night.
get after it. So I like it too. I like Tampa plus 4.5 in the first half, and Tampa plus 8.5 in the game. I got 8.5 now. You got it at 9. That's why it pays to be on
Yeah.
time. So gotta be ahead of the game.
Hell yeah. Listen, man, I know people. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Dirk's got the intel.
does he?
No, I don't. But
Yeah, no.
anyways,
Hard Rock,
so
watch out, huh? $600
fuck
man, 600 to 1.
six. Damn right. I should have put my life save. Imagine I put $1,000 on there. I'd never talk to you again. I'd be gone.
In the Cayman Islands somewhere, or who
And
knows where.
I would have bought Hard Rock Hotel. Honest to God.
This is hilarious. Moving on, we got our barking dog of the week.
Are we gonna talk? Are we gonna talk games first before we get into the dog? Or
We could talk games
no,
first. Let's talk
straight
games
into the
first.
dog.
Let's talk games first.
Oh, we can do dog. All right, all right,
No, Dirk. Let's talk games first. Talk to me. Who you got?
all right. I got one. Listen, Broncos at the Ravens.
Mmm.
Broncos are plus 9.5. That's a hefty one right there. And like
It is.
this year, teams that have been underdogs by that much, they've covered, and I like the Broncos to cover here. Like their offense isn't great by any means, but their defense is the best in the NFL by a large margin, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think I'm gonna take under on this one too. It opened up at 44.5, and it's gone up to 46. I think I'm gonna take the under on that. I might parlay that Broncos and under on this one here.
Nice.
But yeah, Ravens, they lost last week obviously to Jameis Winston, which they were always going to lose that game. I should have put my
course.
house on it.
I told you guys. I told the
I know
pod.
you did. You did.
Unwavering faith. Come on.
You did.
Yeah. No, I like that
So I
pick.
might yeah, I'm looking at might take the first half spread on a little side bet. We'll see.
Mm.
But Broncos, they're just winning, man. Sure, they haven't beat any good team this year, honestly, besides the Bucks. But like, this is their first real test, and as long as Bo Nix doesn't turn the ball over, I think their defense they can hang in with anyone. So I think it'll be a tight one, realistically.
Yeah. Yeah, the next game I'm going to talk about is the New England
Oh,
Patriots, Tennessee Titans. Um, this is strictly a system play. Nobody this year, after playing the Lions, has covered. And I get the Patriots and Titans are both ass, but I think the Titans are more ass. And the Titans are favored by 3.5. I'll gladly take New England plus a 3.5. Just beat the Jets. They're still feeling good. Titans just kicked the shit out of, or just got the kick shit out of them by the Lions.
they got the kick shit out.
They don't they don't even know
Jesus
who's playing
Christ,
quarterback. For all I know, I might be suiting up for quarterback for them this
Oh,
week. Like who
some
knows? But
dogs back there.
yeah, Patriots plus 3.5, easy cover. So not much
Damn.
to analyze. Both teams are ass. Patriots are less ass. Titans played the Lions. That's it.
That's very fair.
Yeah. What do you got next, Dirk?
I got Saints and Panthers. Listen, call me a homer, call me a fellow ginger brother. Give me the Panthers plus 7.5.
Oh.
Listen,
Ooh,
Saints are
it,
doo doo cheeks. Panthers are dookie cheeks. Both teams are not good.
is the
This
Red
is gonna be
Rifle
one of those games
playing?
where he's uh they don't know. Canales doesn't say who's gonna start yet, so we'll see. But
Mm.
Bryce Young, he wasn't horrible last week. Like he did have 2 picks. They play the Broncos, best defense in the league.
Hmm.
2 tuds, 2 picks, 230 yards. Probably his best game as a pro, as sad as that as it is. But like he wasn't the reason they lost, which is crazy because he's usually the reason they lose. So, but I mean, plus 7.5 might do little bit of sprinkle of that Panthers money line
Ooh.
on that. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Might throw it in there. Listen, Derek Carr's back. He's also butt cheeks. So, and I'm the line for me 43.5. I'm taking the over on that also. I think
Dirk.
this is gonna be shut up. It's gonna be one of those games where there's no defense played whatsoever. It's gonna
Hmm.
be like 38-32 or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. So I think I like all those plays, man.
I'll
So
tell you
yep.
on the over, but I just can't bet on the Panthers. I'm sorry.
How dare you? How dare you? Do not trust in the Red Rifle. That's all I
Dirk,
gotta
the
say.
Red Rifle and the Panthers are the worst team in the league.
Are they though?
Maybe Titans might be worse.
They definitely are. But
Yeah,
it's fine. Titans
I
are. I
like.
think
Okay,
Titans are worse.
yeah, they might
We need
be.
to see that game this year. Titans fucking.
They play this year?
I don't know, but I would pay like $3 to watch it. It'd be fun.
Like $3. Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
350 tops.
we'll see. We'll see what that gets
See.
you.
All right, bet.
My game.
What else you got?
It's a game that I have unwavering faith in,
Oh,
and that is the Cleveland Browns money line against Chargers home. Jameis is a dog. They got new life. Nick Chubb's back. Cleveland's deep like the Chargers offense is still buns somehow, even with Dirk
they
knows.
are.
Dirk knows. Even with Justin Herbert, he'll throw for like 300 yards and he'll still have
He
13
will.
points.
Yep.
And like,
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
yeah, at home in the what they call the dog pound. Jameis got that new life. You got Nick Chubb back, like I said. Home game
Half Chubb.
momentum. I like the Browns here, man. I like the Browns here a lot.
You like the Browns here? All right.
I
Well, I'll
do.
touch on that game later.
Ooh.
That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll get back to it later. But I like it
Okay.
too, man. Browns sneaky. Hear me out. They go 8-0, finish the season, end the playoffs. Jameis leads them to the bowl. Dog pound
Ooh.
wins it all. Dog pound. I might throw 1,500 on the Browns to win the bowl right now.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Here is this
Flip
hypothetical
it.
kind of question.
Clip it. Put it on TikTok.
Who if Jameis somehow goes like 7-1 or 8-0 with the Browns, what do they do next year?
It's Jameis.
It has to be, right?
Well, you can't cut Deshaun, unfortunately, because the contract.
Right.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
Right.
But you can ride the bench for 3 years. You don't need to start.
I'm sure somebody would trade for him.
Dude, have you seen his
Oh yeah, I
burner
have.
Twitter? Have you seen
Oh,
Deshaun's
not the burner. No.
Dude, oh my god, I'll send you some tweets. It is so funny. Like every single tweet, it's like 4 didn't get this help from the offense. 4 hates the coordinator. Shit like that. It's like
That's
bro,
amazing.
and his name is like Vernon Rockledge or something stupid like that. It's like bro, come
Definitely
on, man.
him. Definitely.
Yeah,
But
you
no, dude,
definitely.
give me the dog pound, man. I'm riding them.
Woo!
Riding them all season, man. Pause.
Save a horse,
Pause. But
ride a dog. Right, you know what I mean? I like it. I'm in.
yeah,
I will tail that.
good.
I got the. I'll get into another game. Hear me out. Jags Eagles. This line
No.
seems low to me. 45. I think there's going to be a lot more than 45 points in this one. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It opened up at 47.5, down to 45.5 right now. Both of these defenses are butt. Like, the Horseman, slinging it. He's back. Trevor Lawrence, Duval. Shout out Jason from The Good
Duval.
Place. If you've seen it, you know it.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Top 10 show of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. My girlfriend just finished it. Loved it. Tears flowing.
Of
Finale.
course. Of
Watch
course.
it. Finish it. But yeah, I like the over 40. What did I say? 45.5 right now. The Jags offense hasn't looked bad lately. Like honestly, they should have won last week, man. Like they legit should have won that game. So, or at least gone to OT.
Yeah.
Like, so I like the over in that one. And it's in Philly, so they might get shot up on their way to the game, which would be the only thing slowing the over down. But got to keep it real to the followers. Listen, you don't want to go to Philadelphia on a bad day. I'm telling you
Mm,
right now.
you do not.
You might not come back. So yeah, that's my play for that one.
What okay. I don't know. I don't want to get too sidetracked here.
Do
But
it. It's
what
our
can
podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Who cares?
That's a great point. Okay. You're an NFL free agent. Okay. It's not this has every team is 8-8. Same record. Every
Oh,
taxes
every
don't
team.
like taxes don't matter.
Right.
Nothing matters. Okay. Nothing
Right.
matters. The three places you would want to live, teams you'd sign with, and the three that you
Oh
definitely
my
would not
God.
want to go to. I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
I'm not going to Baltimore.
That was my number one.
Not going to Baltimore.
That's my
I'm
number one.
probably not going to Detroit
Keep. Yeah.
and the DMV. Not going to Washington. I'm sorry.
That's a shithole too.
Yeah, but the three I would go to: Vegas, got to.
Yep.
Probably Miami, because
Yep.
it's Miami.
Miami.
Then if we take away like family, like family in Seattle, take that away.
They don't
Prob-
matter.
Probably
Gill's got 10 kids.
yeah,
Get 'em
probably taxes don't matter. Probably LA
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Arizona. But what about you?
All right. 3 I'm definitely not going to. Baltimore. I ain't going to Pittsburgh.
Oh,
I ain't going to Philly. Keep them
I
all
forgot
that
about
Northeast. I don't want none of that Northeast
Forgot about
bullshit,
Pittsburgh.
bro. I don't nothing. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Steel City. Those guys, they're clanking iron for 14 hours a day. I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with them, dude. They're out there in their fucking overalls. Like I'm not
Yeah.
about it, man.
I'm
And
with
I'm
you.
definitely. I think I'd rather go to Tampa than Miami, honestly. Tampa's a
Yeah, you would
nice.
know more about Florida than me.
Tampa's a Miami. There's too much cocaine in Miami. You know what I mean? Like it's
Miami Vice,
not,
yeah.
not my scene. So I'm going to Tampa. Definitely going to LA. The Chargers, not the Rams. Fuck the Rams.
With you. I'm with you.
And I love Jim Harbaugh because me and him could shit our pants together.
Same.
We could IBS.
It's
Get
hilarious.
up IBS together. And last one, Vegas is a good call. Ooh, hear me out. I go to the London Jaguars because Jacksonville has moved to London.
London Jaguars, because they're
I
going
get
to
to eat-
London.
And I get to eat fucking beans on toast every day.
Dirk, that's a long ass flight every game, though. You're not good with
That
flights,
is.
bro.
Well, we'll play against the European teams. We'll get tough. We'll be
You'll be fine. I like
We'll
it.
be all right.
All right. Dirk, you had to get Dirk sign with the London
that's smart.
Jags.
Listen, the Schefter's gonna be breaking it tomorrow morning. I already texted him, so. Oh man.
Moving on. The next
I think I
game.
got one. I think I got one more.
I do
Is it
too.
my turn? Your turn? No, I just went.
Yeah, I'll go. Mine is
Okay.
I'm taking this Lions Packers game, but
Ooh.
but it is the Lions team total over 25.5. Now look, Packers have a solid defense. They're like top 3 in the NFL right now. I get it.
Yeah.
But the Lions this year, let me read you how many they've scored.
A
26,
lot.
16, 24, 42, 47, 31, 52. They are just, their offense is clicking. Like, I know it's divisional game, all that stuff, but the way Jared Goff is playing and the way when you have David Montgomery in that red zone, like, shout out to my fantasy team. There's no way they're not getting in the end zone. Like, the way that they're clicking right now, over 25.5, 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals or 4, whatever. I like it a lot. So I'm going to take the Lions over 25.5 in the Lions-Packers game.
Yeah, pretty much ever since they played the Seahawks, their offense is fucking insane, dude.
I wonder why.
All it takes, man, is a little confidence boost. You know what I mean? And then they're
Probably the
fucking
Bills
off.
this week.
Yeah, they might drop 50 on the fucking Dolphins. So, I mean, shit. My last play is I also had the Lions Packers game. I'm taking over 48.5.
Oh,
I
there
think
we
this
go.
is gonna be a fucking shootout. Lions played the Vikes last week, and the total was almost 60. So not last week, 2 weeks ago. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think hopefully Jordan Love plays. I think even if Jordan Love doesn't play, though, I think it'll be a high-scoring game because their
Yeah.
offense hasn't looked bad when Wills was in there. Like, granted, he can't throw the ball like Love can, obviously, but like the
Yeah.
Lions' defense, they're not great. They're like middle of the road. I mean, the first quarter. Oh my God, Jacob just died. What just happened? Or was
Yeah.
that Doug?
That was Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mason Rudolph, they scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter last week versus the Lions, and then it all went to shit. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be a high scoring game though for sure.
Yeah. And to correct my statement on the Packers having a top 3 defense, they don't. They have a top 3 turnover differential. That's my bad.
That's how you win games though. You
But
turn the ball over.
yeah. So like points wise, they gave up 34
Yeah.
to the Eagles, 10 to the Colts, whatever. 14
Yeah.
to the Titans, whatever. 31 to
Whatever.
the Vikings,
A lot of
20 to the
points.
Rams, 22 to the Texans, 27 to the Jags last week. So
That's like middle of the road.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I like that. And then
Yeah,
your
yeah.
over correlates with my overplay, so
It does. It's pound. I'm putting a lot of money on them. Not gambling advice.
not gambling advice yet, no. So next up, is it time now for the barking dogs? Barking dog, underdog of the
So,
week that we like with the spread and a little sprinkle on the money line. Dirk, you talked about the Panthers. Are those your barking dog of the week, or you got another one?
they are not. Listen, hear me out. Danny fucking Dimes and the boys. Danny
Let down
fucking
spot,
Dimes.
huh? Let
It
down
is a down
spot.
spot. Listen, the Commandos, they should not have won that game, but they also should have because they beat the fuck out of the whole game, and then they were losing, and then
Mhm.
they were winning. That game was insane. You weren't even watching. I texted you for the
I
money
gave
line
up.
update.
I was
You
on
did?
Washington money line, and I was like, "This is
You
stupid."
did. And
Yeah.
you got a text from Dirk. You said, "No way." We'll post the receipts later. It
That
doesn't
did
matter.
happen. That did happen.
No, but give me Danny Dimes and the boys. It's in New York. Commandos, Jaden Daniels isn't right now. Like, Giants have an elite defense. Uh, I I think this is a letdown spot though, man. Like they're 6-2, they're riding high. I think this is a spot where they overlook their opponent. Young team. Pretty much everyone is young besides like fucking Bobby Wagner, honestly. Like
Yeah,
he's probably the oldest player on their team.
probably.
And maybe like Tress Way, their punter. I don't fucking know, dude.
Austin
I don't know
Eckler.
why. Yeah, Eckler's oldest, and he's bald, so he's definitely old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a. I didn't. What's the line out of this one? I didn't even put. It's,
Right now it's 4 points. Commanders are favored by.
Yeah. See, give me the fucking Giants. Listen, Malik Neighbors, he was back this last week, scored a tud Sunday night. Now or was that Monday? I don't even remember, dude. Time is in a flat circle when you're almost 30. I don't know, man. No, Tyrone Tracy's come on. He's a good little player with Neighbors and Wandale Robinson. It's just up to Danny Dimes to sling the rock. You know what I mean? One this way, one that way.
That's a lot. That's
Give me the
a big tax for Danny Dimes though.
give me the fucking G-men. This is a game they win.
Booking
This
it.
is a game they win.
They are currently plus 170 on that money
Pound
line.
it. Pound it.
I
Free
like it.
cash. Trust.
Free cash.
No.
Mine coming
What
up
you got?
is talked about it a little earlier. Joe Flacco. Sunday Night Football. Upset City
Ooh.
against Minnesota. Vikings. Look, okay. Vikings 4-3 against the spread. Colts 7-1 against the spread. Right. Years
Wow.
past, you bet on Joe Flacco when he's an underdog and when he's the backup starting, right? Vikings on a 2-game losing streak. We talked about it earlier. Great game management, but I think they're coming back to earth a little bit. Team stack up somewhat similar. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to be a good problem for Minnesota. Minnesota's run defense has not been very good this year. Also, mixing that with a veteran quarterback like Joe Flacco. I really like Flacco here, plus 5.5. The former comeback player of the year and Super Bowl champion, Joe Flacco. So give me the Colts, plus 5.5 to keep the Minnesota losing streak alive. Something you don't want to have happen. Plus 205 on the money line.
I like it, man.
Hey,
And
all I'm
Flacco we
saying,
trust.
in Flacco we trust. All I'm saying is, personally, I'm going to throw about 10 G's on this. But
Oh.
this isn't gambling advice, but I highly suggest you do. If you parlay our two underdogs, it's plus 724. Just saying.
Oh my God, that's a lot of cash.
That is a lot of cash. That is a lot
That's
of
a lot
cash.
of
As
cash.
as someone that's hit a 60,000 parlay, Dirk,
Just 2 weeks ago. You
just
know
two
what I mean?
weeks ago. He knows.
Uh,
So moving on, we got Stevie's teaser of the week. Last week,
oh, tease me.
not good. Week before, very good. So
Can't
we'll
win them
see.
all, man. This
Can't
ain't
win.
Pokemon. You're not gonna catch them all. You know what I mean? So,
That ain't Pokemon. So,
no.
but little teaser of the week here. First game we got Patriots 3.5 point dogs. I'm teasing them to 9.5.
Oh,
Titans aren't blowing anybody out.
no.
Just being real.
Patriots will probably win that game, honestly.
Yeah, I think they will. I talked about it a little earlier. I
If
think
May
they
plays, if May doesn't play, I don't think they can win. But
will. Right. Agreed.
no.
I'm gonna pair that with the Browns plus 7.
Hell yeah.
Unwavering faith ain't losing by a TD and an extra point at home in front of the faithful Cleveland Browns. That's my teaser of the week for the morning slate. If you want to double it down in the afternoon, or if it loses and we need to chase our losses here, I'm gonna take the Jags plus 13.5 in one of my teasers, and then also the Bears plus 7. Bears are 1 point dogs against Arizona. Think they, again, 7 points. And then Jacksonville, better chasm, 7.5 at the over. Give me the 13.5. So those are the teasers of the week for me. I highly suggest you take them all, but not gambling advice.
I like
Next
being
up,
teased. I'm in.
who doesn't? Everybody loves a good tease sesh.
Heard it here, ladies.
Next up, everybody's favorite segment,
Oh,
the J. Rue list, a.k.a. Dirk
fucking
shit
Rue.
list. Dirk,
AKA the Clay Thompson list right now.
Ooh.
God fucking damn.
Dirk,
Listen,
talk to
I
us.
know-
Who's on it?
I
Who's
know
off it? What we got?
All right, listen, we're here for NFL, I know, but goddamn, Clay Thompson cost me $50 last night. This motherfucker, I had him for 10 points. This guy scores 7. I just can't, dude. Anyways, the shit list. The reason you clicked on the pod, the reason you're here. Let's fucking get into this shit, bro. Number 1, me and Stevie Locks here were born and raised in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. This Seahawks team is the biggest bunch of pussy, pushover, fucking pedestrian people I have ever watched play on a football field.
So bad.
These guys, in the face of adversity, they crumble like fucking Pompeii. They are just gone. 2 possessions at the 3-yard line, 1st and 1, and you get 3 points. What are we doing, man? And it's just like Mike McDonald. I don't even know his name. He sucks ass. Get him out. He's got no plan. And week in, week out, we suck. All right, that's my Seahawks rant. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Jaden Reed, you motherfucker. I start you in fantasy 2 weeks in a row. You don't do shit. You get fucking 1 point last week. You get 6 points this week. You can fuck yourself. All right. And I think you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I am.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
just letting you do your shit
Oh,
list so I don't interrupt.
All right. No, you're good. I like hearing your feedback. It gets me
Well,
going.
I'm just laughing.
You're
I
on-
just I don't want the
All
people
right,
to hear me
Jaden-
laugh the whole time.
No, you're good. Jaden Reed, you're on the bench. I know you're going to get fucking 40 points on my bench this week, but I don't fucking care. And then, listen, the king of all fucking kings to round out the shit list. You know who it is. You know who the fuck it is. Listen. Aaron FRAUDors. Yeah, you, buddy. Listen. You are butt cheeks, man. You got you got the fucking Slim Shady, you got Marshall Mathers, you got all the homies with you, and you still suck. You lose to fucking Jacoby Brissett. Season on the line to go to 2-6. What are they on a 4-game losing streak now?
Yeah.
Brother, go do some drugs. Maybe you'll figure out that you suck at football and you'll retire. That's the shit list. See you next week.
Yeah, I
Get
muted
off
myself.
my television.
I muted myself because I just wanted the people to enjoy Dirk shitless
That's
as much as they do and not hear me laughing. But yeah, dude, don't even get me started on the Seahawks, bro. Like
That's
as much
bad.
as people don't like Pete Carroll and stuff, like they wouldn't be fucking fighting each other on the sideline.
least the boys-
you know? Like
With Pete, the boys were fired up to play.
Yeah.
I see no
No.
fire week in. There is nothing. Just dead. It's,
bro, we're backed up, down like 30. All right, we're backed up. We're at our own like 15. We got a false start, a holding, a false start. Geno
Yep.
scrambles. What does he do? I'm gonna throw the ball at the defender's head. Like, dude,
Dude,
what?
I don't. It's bad out here, man.
It's bad.
Go next. Go next, man.
Yeah,
That's all I
yeah.
gotta say.
Next is we got bargain hunting here.
Yep.
Prop bets
Bargain hunting.
that we've been hitting, that have been hitting, that haven't. Bets that we see cash in. Player props.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I take it every week. These are the ones I take every week. Montgomery and Henry, anytime touchdown parlay. It always comes out to double money. Last week was the first week it didn't hit because Montgomery didn't score. Henry scored in every game. Darnold under 31.5 attempts. The one time it didn't hit was when Dirk bet on it. Shout out Dirk.
My bad. I'm not touching it.
Taking it again. Game management. Lamar Jackson, longest rush. It's hit every single game this year. Hit in the last 13 straight, actually. Took it last week. Taking it
Derrick
again
Henry
this week.
too, right? Yeah.
Derrick Henry, too. Yep, Derrick Henry, too.
No.
Dakevius Contavious, a.k.a. DK Metcalf. He's been hurt.
Back.
But
He
his
better be
longest
back.
receptions hit 9 out of the last 11 times.
And the over, too. Pay on the over.
Yep, and the over. So those are what I play week in, week out system bets.
For cash.
Yeah, free cash. What about you, Dirk? What's your free? We'll talk about what I got new, but I want to hear what your like system stuff is every week.
Free cash. George Kittle over. It's cash, dude. Or honestly, longest catch. That guy gets a 40-yard catch every week, and that's like his over is like 56 yards. Then he gets a 40-yard catch every game. I don't know how he does it. I think he like whips people with his hair or something. The guy's insane, dude. What else have I been taking, really?
I know you've been taking any running back against the Seahawks.
Yeah, James Cook last week. I told you on the pod. I hope you followed. The guy had his first 100 rush yard game of the year, of course. And listen, Kyron Williams' line is at 93, I think. I'm taking the over, man. This Seahawks run defense is not.
Third most. I have it up right now. Third most rushing yards allowed in the league so far.
It's just 6-7 yards before anyone touches him, and then they break 2 tackles every play, man. Like, it is pitiful to watch. But that being said, I'm making money off my Seahawks now. Come on. So I'm taking Kyron this week. Oh, absolutely. And I don't really have any recurring plays besides DK and the over in the yards. Took Noah Fant last week. That failed because the Seahawks didn't throw him the fucking ball.
Right.
That was tough.
My ones that I'm adding this week. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Saying the ones I was adding this week is Alvin Kamara over 63.5 rushing yards. Panthers are the worst ranked defense. If they get up at any point, they're going to try and run the rock. Game management. Derek Carr is coming back. So like Alvin Kamara over 63.5. Then in terms of like receiving, I have the list. I'm pulling up the list right now too. I always try and look. I was just curious on not necessarily a prop, but just because we're talking about the Seahawks, how bad their receiving defense has been as well. Their pass defense, not as bad as I thought. Just their rush defense.
Middle of the road, yeah.
Yeah. Dolphins have the second worst passing defense in the league. So I was probably going to look at an Amari Cooper prop on that over receiving yards or anytime touchdown because they're playing the Bills and in Buffalo. So those are what I'm going to go on this week, though, for prop-wise. I rinse and repeat with my prop bets. Every week, I'm going to cash just how it is, you know?
Gosh.
Yeah.
I got
best bet segment. Oh, you got more?
Listen, I got a few added this week.
Okay.
I'm taking Joe Mixon over. Also, a high line here, 82.5. Jets defense is allowing 100 rushing yards per game. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs are out. And CJ Stroud hasn't been good this year, honestly. I think they're going to run the ball. And 4 out of 5 games that Mixon's played this year, he's had 100 yards and a touchdown. So you could honestly parlay that if you want to. I'm not going to, just because if I do, it'll miss. So I'm not going to. If you guys do, it'll hit, but I'm not going to. So you're welcome for the free cash. Taking Mixon on the over. Honestly, his receiving line I was looking at is 24 yards too, and he hit that last week or a couple weeks ago, like 32 yards or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like the clear number one guy in that team right now with all the injuries and stuff. So look out for Joe Mixon this weekend. Um, what else did I have? Jamar Chase anytime tutter.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. It has been hitting a lot for me. The Raiders do have a top five secondary in terms of fantasy points per game, but we don't care about fantasy. This is the real life. Give me Jamar Chase anytime. Come
Like
on,
it.
baby. And then Kyron Williams was my last one. Hit the over on that. So yeah, those are my new plays this week.
I just plugged it in. A Joe Mixon 100 yards plus a tutty is 262 parlay plus 262. So I like it.
I think
I'm
it
gonna be
cashes,
doing
man.
that. I'm gonna be doing that definitely. So, yeah, that's some bargain hunting. Free
I
cash.
guess you could do 100 yards combined, like receiving and rushing. That'll probably be the play, honestly.
Yeah, because his
Yeah.
let's see, his rushing yards right now, according to
It's at
my
80.
sports book that won't be named, is 82 and a half.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, 82 and a
Yeah,
half.
I'll
So
probably take
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Best bet.
Best bets. Moving on. Best bets of the show. My best bet. It's sloppy. It's not fun,
Oh,
but it's the Patriots plus 3.5. I just field
it's
goals
bad
that
football.
key. It's that key number. Field goal on a hook. Bad football. I feel like the Patriots are more of a team than Tennessee. Not saying skill wise. I'm saying just team ball wise. Patriots are more put together as an organization, as just also a team. And like we talked about, any team that's played Detroit the week after has failed to cover the spread every single week this year. Titans just got the shit kicked out of them by Detroit and Big Balls Dan Campbell. Give me New England here, plus 3 in the hook. That's the key number in sports betting. It's 3, 3, 3. If you get it above 3.5, you're golden. So, best bet, New England plus 3.5. What about you, Dirk?
I love it. Listen, mine is also going to be an ugly one. But it cashed for me last week. It's cashed for me again this week. I'll tell you right now. Chargers at Browns under 42.5. A Chargers game, the most points in a game this year? Give me a guess.
Oh, gosh.
Throw out a
Wait,
number.
okay. 48.
34. Most points total in the game, bro. Like,
What?
the fact that this is 42 is kind of crazy. I get there right in the Jameis Winston magic, which I'm all in. We're both all in. We're big.
Unwavering faith.
Big. Himmis Winston. That's the name.
Himothy Winston. Himmis Winston.
Himothy Winstonis. We're all in. But fuck, man. Like last week, I had the under on the Chargers Saints. I cashed. I'm taking it again this week. Chargers Browns under 42.5. It's even more than it was last week. Like I think this is gonna be like a 17-14 type game. You know, just ugly football. Lots of running the ball. 40 attempts running for each team. Like,
What'd you say the under was at?
Give me-
42.5?
yeah, man.
It's currently at 43.5 on my book, so
Oh, pound it.
even better. Even better for Dirk.
Free cash. Free
and the
cash.
followers. I'll be riding it, definitely. Also,
it's free. My best bet cash last week. Like it's free.
we're
give it to you for
expecting,
free.
according to the weather forecast, rain and 15-mile-per-hour winds at game time for Cleveland Browns. So,
Oh, it's gonna be extra sloppy.
extra sloppy.
Shout out Jim Carrey. Best to ever do it.
So, best
Never
ever
seen
do
that?
it. The
No,
best
he's
to
not
ever
the
do
best
it?
ever, but he's funny.
Oh, yeah, he's
No,
funny.
absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
okay. Just making sure. So, headphone fell out, but
This was a good pod, man. We got some.
yeah, man.
Got some
It's
minutes
good.
on
We
this one. That's
got the
good.
camera going. Dirk, anything
yeah.
you like to add?
No, man. Just thanks for all the support, guys. We got the new brand, East
Mhm.
West Bets.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me. Follow what's the Stevie Locks on Twitter.
Stevie Locks on Twitter.
I did just change my ad on Twitter
Ooh.
to let me look real quick.
Nah, man. Come on, you gotta be.
Big Dirk Bets.
Ooh.
No more. It's like it was just sound. It rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Easier than
It
Big
does.
Dirk Locks. So
Stevie
Big
Locks
Dirk
on
Bets.
Twitter. Big Dirk Bets.
Follow us on Twitter. Get free cash from us. We don't charge anything. We're just here for a good time and a
That's
long
right.
time.
And a long
So-
time. Yep.
Let's get this money, boys.
Like and subscribe. Follow the pod. Follow on TikTok. East to West Bets. College show coming out soon too. Lots of basketball picking up. We're gonna start putting stuff out regularly. So appreciate all you guys listening. Peace out.
Deuce.